Welcome back, guys, to another Hardcore Leveling Warrior Guide episode. First of all, I just want to apologize for the lack of content for the past 2 weeks. I have been meaning to upload. I have just been busy with life. But starting from next week, there are going to be more regular updates or guides, episodes, videos, whatever you want to call it. I do have a bunch of stuff ready to bring out, especially the skill guide part 3, which is long awaited. It's been in the works. I have been doing a lot of testing on the side as well. And there are a few other people that are helping out with testing. So today, update dropped yesterday. Dragon Trial is out and we're going to cover that today. Now, if we quickly take a look in the notice, we'll quickly go over what the Dragon Trial is. The Dragon Lair, Dragon Trial, whatever you want to call it. It is part of a sort of system that the characters in the manhwa went through, the part of the Dragon Trial. For those that haven't read it, you can read it and you can see exactly what it includes. It's underneath the World Adventure tab, blah, blah, blah. You need a special entry ticket to participate. Once you use the ticket, it won't be refunded, so plan your challenges carefully. There's a practice mode, okay? There's a new growth system, Grimoire. Your character's special stats as a reward, yada, yada, yada. Okay, and stats can be stored in pages, starting with one open page. Additional pages can get unlocked in higher maximum stages. Okay. You can redistribute your stats by resetting your stat levels, and it will randomly increase new stat levels. Interesting. And we'll take a look at all of this in a second. And it's obviously got rankings, standard stuff. There's also a code, Dragon 2025, for 10,000 diamonds. So be sure to use that in your super reward section. And also be sure to claim your daily reward as well, which goes to your mailbox. Now, moving on to the Dragon Trial. I'm not sure exactly what stage this unlocks at. For those that haven't unlocked it, do let me know in the comments what stage this unlocks for you, because it doesn't obviously show me. Now, how does this actually work? So we know we get 3 challenges daily. We have to face off against mobs and also a boss, which is obviously the dragon, but not specifically exactly the dragon, part of the dragon. I'll show you in a second anyways. So you get 2 currencies at the top. You can see you can get Dragon's Essence and you get the Hero's Token. Now, one is for the shop, the exchange shop, which we'll go in a second. And the other, the Dragon's Essence, is for the Grimoire, the new growth system. Now, you have at the top the Dragon's buffs. Now, these buffs will reset, as it says, every season. 3 new abilities. It has 3 types of moods. I'm not sure exactly what it means, unless there's a static sort of, every 3, so there's only 9 sort of combinations. I'm not exactly sure, but unless it just means these are the 3 moods here, that's probably what it means. But you have here the effects that they do: immune to physical damage, HP of Trial Knight and Trial Killer amplified by 200%. I'm assuming this is talking about the mobs that we'll see in a second. And the boss uses enhanced skills from phase 1, so there's phases to the boss. Moving on from that, we have the pass that we'll take a look at quickly. If we check what we get from here, if we purchase it quickly and we just look at the overview. So you get Hero's Token, get some keys, some spheres, bit of diamonds, red diamonds, and some dice. Now, overall, I'm not sure if the Hero's Tokens are worth it, because the exchange shop, the only really thing that's worth it is the skin, the Dragon Knight skin, which looks amazing. And I did leak this in earlier videos, I think about a month or 2 back. So yeah, that's that. Again, the rewards are not that great. It's just one of these things daily. 600. Yeah, it's not amazing. It'd be better if there were more, if it were repeatable sort of stuff, similar to like this one here for the Nightmare territory, where this is just, it's red diamonds, yeah, but it's repeatable. You could just buy as many as you want, but they don't have anything like that, or just like the normal diamond exchange shop. But it's not really worth. Obviously, that you only get in 1 per season anyways, and even then you're not really guaranteed to get a rare. You're most likely going to get a common, to be honest. The drop rates for these are abysmal. Anyways, moving on to the rankings. You have the ranking board, similar to Nightmare Territory, and you have your awards for your rank. So 1 to 3 are separate, and then 4 to 10, etc., etc. And you just get diamonds and the Hero's Token, which again, hopefully, I'm praying that they buff this. Probably need to spam in the tips and suggestions area on the Discord, in the official Discord, to ask them to change or to improve the rewards, because it's not really great, to be honest. But I guess the trade-off that we're getting with the new growth system, the Grimoire system, is quite nice. That we'll take a look at in a second. Now, you have your stages here. The stages, if you click on it, it goes up to 1000 as a max. and it will tell you your recommended stage, where you're at and what you should be sort of, working at in terms of the Dragon Trial stage. You can also increase it to as much as you want, and it'll tell you your recommended stage that you should be at normally. I'm a bit behind since I've just been really busy, so I haven't actually had enough time to see and push as I want. But anyways, moving on. Within this, you get practice run, you get retreat, and you have the challenge button here at the bottom. We're going to talk about the trial bonus in a second, but if we just look at this, you got the difficulty level info here. So you got current challenge progress, challenge available, because we've still got 3 uses for today. You've got your challenge reward, which is 1,000 hero tokens, and your kill reward, which is 51,000, etc. of the hero or the dragon's essence. So we're going to go into a practice mode now, just to do a practice run and show you guys what it looks at. So your attempts will not be deducted, and you can practice with the boss's current HP. So my skills, my characters are not optimized at all. I'm just showing you guys what it looks like. Here you have the mobs, and you can see that's, I believe, that enhanced skill that is there. And you can see at the top, he's immune to damage until we kill all 6 of... There you go. And now you see Dragon's Heart. So you come here to the middle and you do damage. At the top, you got your bar. And obviously, he will be spamming his skills, etc. And there you go. I finished it with about 2 minutes left. That's your score. Now, this score is solely for ranking. The score doesn't mean anything else apart from being used for the ranking. And obviously, the ranking is used for the seasonal reward, where you just get some diamonds, or not some, get a good chunk of diamonds, and the hero's token, which I believe is just useless. So you get the reward of the dragon's essence. Now, this is another important thing to sort of make sure. It is better that you kill the dragon at a lower stage than going to a higher stage and not being able to kill it but getting a higher score. Because as I stated, you could still do it at a higher stage. For example, let's just do something crazy. Let's just go to like... I'll probably get wasted. But I just want to show you guys what would happen. I mean, I don't even think I can do damage to these guys. Yeah. But let's just see what's going to happen here. I'm just going to die quickly. And you'll see my score is... Yeah. My score's big, right? And that will get listed down. But the trade-off for that is that's just coming up to here. And you're not getting the kill reward, which is what you need to progress and to enhance your character's growth in the Grimoire. Now, if we look at the trial bonuses, this is something, again, it's just GM Sora mentioned this in the official Discord, that it's only for boosting your score for, again, ranking. So you're just making it more difficult for yourself. You've got 8 to select from. Each has a different level that you gain from it. I'm not exactly sure how it multiplies or whatever. You got travel bonus, unless it just adds 25 stages or 25 X score or something. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but you've got a bunch of stuff here that you can read yourself, that you can see. But all this does is makes it difficult for you and just gives you a higher score for the ranking. Again, I don't really see it's any worth unless they added it giving you more reward for the kill reward. Then it may be useful. But if when I have tested it, for example, if I put anything up there, like I don't see any changes to the kill reward. So unless it's a visual bug, then that actually does change it. Then that would be great. But currently it doesn't, and we've got confirmation that it's just for score and it's just for ranking purposes. So I don't see any use in doing that. Now, if we move on to the growth tab and we look at this, the Grimoire, I don't know how you say it, whatever. You have an empty page. You'll have an empty page like this. Everything will be 0. You'll have levels, etc., etc. And you have 2 options. You've got a reset and you have an advanced reset, which costs quite a bit more than the normal reset. Now, the best thing to do here is I'd personally go for advanced reset, just because it gives you a lot more sort of chance at a higher level and higher percentage than it would at a normal reset. And I'll show you how. I'll just reset this one just because it's quite cheaper. As you can see, they exponentially increase per sort of page that they call it. And obviously, like we mentioned earlier in the notice, these are just unlocked by higher stages. So the max currently is 8360. I'm not sure if that's the current max stage. I'll have to find out from some of the top rankers or top players, but I believe that is currently near the top or near the end. of sort of current end game, late game. And obviously it will exponentially go more, but as you do higher stages or higher trials, stage trials in the dragon trials, you're obviously going to be making a lot more dragon essence, which will be used in coming back here and resetting your stats pages, etc, etc. So if we look at a normal reset, we'll just do a normal reset. It changes all my stats, and you can see that's what I get. Now if I do an advanced reset, use dragons to reset the page, you can compare the stats with the initial values before selecting, which is what is great. And you also have a sort of auto reset settings, and you've got your rates here for, you know, etc, etc, whatever. So if we do an advanced reset, and we can see that's what I got, and you can compare and you can switch or maintain, similar to how you have for the artifact system. And this it costs a bit more, but I believe it's a lot better, because if you've got like really high, for example, stats, and you want to try and min-max and try and get a bit more, then if you do a normal reset, you're not going to really get much out of it. So if you can compare 19, 22, 18, 18, 13, 23, 13, 16, so I'll switch. Just, yeah, there's a bit more boss damage for me, a bit more normal once damage, and you can see some of the other ones that I've done. I've got some good ones. I've got a 30 there, and obviously these you can go back and reset, etc, etc, and that's essentially how these work. So I'd focus on doing an advanced reset. I guess for the first one you could probably do a normal reset, just to see what you get, if you might get lucky in getting something high, and then after that I'd probably just go for advanced reset. If you see that what you've got is not good enough, then you go for a normal reset. If you see what you have, for example, like this one I have, which is I've got 4 oranges, I wouldn't click reset, because I wouldn't have the option to keep this stat page again. It'd just get deleted, it'd get overwritten. That's where you'd want to do the advanced reset. And I think that's about it, to be honest. I don't think there's much else that we can say. Yeah, that's about it. The only other thing to talk about really would be teams, skills, pets, but there's still a lot more. There's still a bit of testing to do. I'd probably say, and again, this is my opinion, if you disagree or if it doesn't work for you, then that's totally up to you. Like I said, this is just early game. This is just early in development. It just started. It just came out yesterday. I'd probably go for 0 dark, and then either witch or swordsmaster, depending on if you're skill damage based or basic attack damage based, just because final damage amp is obviously what I believe to be the strongest stat, and then attack, and then skill and basic damage. That's personally what I'd sort of go for, just because you're versing both mobs and bosses. Unless one of your mob or boss stats overpowered the others, then you can sort of compensate for it for using Master Swordsman or arms. But I'm not sure. Again, you're going to have to test it out and see for yourself. Do some practice runs, see how it goes. In terms of pets, I'd probably go for final damage, attack, and probably skill. I'm not sure if they stack or if they stack well. I need to do some testing on that yet. I haven't actually done testing. If people have done testing on that, then feel free to let me know. Say it in the comments. That's not a problem. If I could do, like, for example, if double final damage and attack would be better than final damage, attack, and skill, for example. Yeah, that's that. In terms of skills, you're just going to want to go for skills that are, I guess, a bit AoE. I guess, again, you can test it out and see. Skill Guide 3 is going to cover some more skill sets, some advanced skill sets, looking into traits and all the rest of it. And that's going to come out next week, I promise. It's not a lie. There's also been updates regarding the giveaway in my Discord. Whatever works or whatever you guys feel like it's best, you can check it out in the general or guild room channel. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, apologies for the delay in getting out content and being busy with life, but that's life. And I will see you guys next week for more hardcore leveling warrior guides. And as always, take care and see you guys in the next one.